Hello everybody, this is Nazia here. So today's topic is books of prime entry. So books of prime entry is the prime or the basic record for any accountant or a bookkeeper to produce information for the accounts of any business. So why we call them books of prime entries? Every business incurs transaction on a daily basis. So whatever any transaction is occurred, whether it's a cash transaction or a credit transaction, we need to make a diary of this transaction. So when we make a record of this transaction, we need to know what type of transaction is this. Are we purchasing something? Then it will be an expense. It will be an item for purchases. Are we selling something? Then it is a income and it is part of your sales analysis or sales daybook. Okay, if we are paying cash for something, paying cash to labor, or paying cash to buy a cup of coffee for our customers, then it is a cash transaction, and we need to record this cash transaction. Whichever amount it is for, we will definitely record it as per the date, as per the description. We have incurred this much of cash expense for this person on this date. Maybe we will also write down the department, the name of the customer. If the customer was related to a certain project, we will also write the name of that project. But everything that occurs on a regular basis in any business is recorded, and that record is called daybook. And daybook is made separate for each different kind of transaction. So expense related transaction or transaction related to purchasing something, paying utility bill, paying rent, anything goes to your purchase daybook. Any money received from your customer goes to your sales daybook. In business practice, on regular basis, we maintain a bank book that we generate from the bank statement that shows how much money we have received in the bank and how much money we have paid and to which category of expenses, to which category of transaction we have spent money in the bank. So book of prime entry, they are the first record of a single set of transaction that occurs on a daily basis in every business, whether it's a small business, it's a medium-sized business, or it's a large-scale business. So if we want to just understand the concept, so we need to record everything. Suppose we are incurring expense for paying the utility bill. So how do we record this in a diary or in a business daybook? We will definitely record the date of the bill, the name of the utility provider, whoever it is. In UK it is British Gas, so many other utility provider, and then we will write down the amount we have paid. So in a simple form, the daybook look like a set of columns and rows. And the idea, the logic behind maintaining an accurate daybook is we record each and every transaction in a right detail, in a correct manner, at right date. Date should not be incorrect. The value, the amount of the invoice that we have paid, it should be accurate. There should be no digital mistake, no numeric mistake in it. And the category of this business transaction should also be recorded very accurately. So what is the nature of paying a utility bill? A utility bill goes to your heat and light. What is the nature of a rent that you pay? It goes to a rent column. You are buying material to produce something, to produce a product which you are going to sell to a customer later on. So any material you buy for your production goes to your purchases. So purchases has a separate category. Purchases has a separate category. Rent payment, they are a separate in a separate column, in a separate category. And there are so many expenses that we incur on daily basis. And we categorize them each and every in each and every category, and that categorization, that classification would be the first step, and that required accurate recording, that required accuracy, and if I go a little bit further, I will say that require completeness as well. So first, your day book, your daily diary should not miss anything. It should be complete. It should not be incomplete. And second, it should be accurate as per time, as per value, as per rule of the business, or in a further context, as per the accounting regulations and accounting standards. If anything is missed, then the basic idea of completeness and accuracy is missed. So what are the types of the daybook? If we want to name them, sales daybook, which record your sales, you will create a daybook as per the nature of your business. You will create date column, you will create name of the customer, you will create amount received. You might add another column of remarks, you might add a column for discount, you might record a column for any sales return. So sale daybook will record everything about sales. Credit sales, sometime credit and cash sales are written together in a one day book. One column is added type, and then it becomes cash sale and the credit card sale and the bank sale. Okay, so same as cash received, whatever cash is received. Sometime check payment daybook. It's an old fashioned. The modern and the latest version of this daybook is called bank statement. So whatever money is paid through bank, we get the payment side of the bank, and we analyze it. And sometimes we in a old format, in old fashioned school, we sometimes maintain copies of the checks that we have paid, and we make a day book of all the check payments. Petty cash book. Petty cash book is also a kind of expense, but that petty cash expense has a separate petty cash balance. We withdraw money at the start of every month to manage the day-to-day expenses for your business running. You cannot rely on 30th that the manager or the director will come and he will pay us amount for bill, he will pay us amount for rent, he will pay us. Some things are paid on the basis of invoice through bank directly, and they become part of your purchase day book. But certain day-to-day expenses like buying a coffee for your business, for your customer, there was a printer needed repair, so you paid £5-10 for printer repair. You buy ink cartridge for your printer. These sort of expenses will go into petty cash book. And petty cash book again will have the same style, the format of a diary or a day book. It will have number of column and rows. So column first date, column second detail, column three amount, and any other column needed as per the circumstances of the business. Okay, okay. So what is journal? Journal is something that records anything that is not covered in daybooks. That is not covered in daybooks. Some year end and month end transaction, some non-cash items, information related to anything that is outstanding, like accruals or prepayments. So So we record every transaction that is not in the day book. We do record them in the journal. So journal will cover anything that is sometime, suppose related to depreciation. Suppose somebody took a loan, so it is not, there is no loan day book. We will post a journal. Loan is taken by the manager or loan is taken by the director. So it will become a record in the profit and loss and balance sheet. So journal is the last form of daybook, or it's also a one component of books of prime entries, which record any year-end adjustments, depreciation, irrecoverable debt, accrual prepayments will be done on monthly basis. If there is any error or any mistake or any omission done in the day books, then that error will be corrected here and some amount will be written this journal. So this amount need to be corrected in the accounts. If any other transaction about the loan I have just explained, wages, when we pay wages, salaries, and payroll. So payroll we also record in a journal on a monthly basis. So these a book of entries along with the journal make a complete picture of a business. And then the total of all these day books are then posted into ledgers. So what is the entry area? So what is the starting point of a accounting ledger? That is a book of prime entry. So if we are, so from after processing sale day book, we will come to know how many receivables ledger we're going to create and what amount we're going to write down in any receivable ledger. After purchase day book, we will analyze what purchases we have made. Same is with the cash and the bank ledger, and same is with petty cash ledger, and same is with journal. So total of all the day books will go into ledgers, and ledgers then go into trial balance, and then trial balance goes into profit and loss and balance sheet. So anything that is not accurate in balance sheet, definitely you will go and come check in the day books and the ledgers. So if the day book is accurate, then ledgers will be accurate. If ledgers are accurate, then the trial balance and financial statement will definitely be accurate. So this is your book of prime entries. So how does the book look like? If I take you to the book version, so purchase day book we have explained, it will list down all the expenses, whether we have made payment purchases from the supplier, whether we have bought payment to repairs, whether we have done electricity, rent and rate, we have paid fuel, motor expense. So it could go into any category. And the number 6 column here shows the sale tax. Sale tax in the modern terminology is called value added tax. That is VAT column. We are going to discuss in detail that every amount paid, whether it's a bill, whether it's an invoice from the supplier, whether it's a repair bill, whether it's a purchase of a car, or purchase of equipment or motor vehicle, whether it's a rent, whether it's a council tax, whatever it is, we will separate the values of gross value and the tax value. So the total value on the invoice is called gross value. The total value at the end of the invoice, it will show net value, then it will have VAT on it, and then the ending value, the gross value. The gross value is called total and the VAT figure is called sales. So in any day book we separate the values in terms of gross value, total value, that means, and the VAT. So how does a sales day book look like? I just said it could be any format, and the sophisticated form is maintaining a sale day book in a way that the gross figure and the VAT figure is separated. So this sale tax column and the VAT column cannot be present in every business, because not every business is registered for value added tax. So VAT registered business will only have this VAT or the sale tax column in their day books, and they will record each and every transaction on daily basis. So here, if you look at the style of the day book, first column is date, then invoice number, then customer detail, then receivable ledger reference, then total amount, then sale tax, and they are further categorizing it with respect to region. Like we have discussed earlier, that sale could be differentiated as per project, maybe different project. So here, different region of the customer. So customer 1 will come here, suppose it's 500, customer 2 will come to the second row, 3 will come to the fourth row, and so on. And at the end of the month, these total will become very meaningful information, very valuable information for us, because we are going to transfer them to the ledger, to the accounts, which are then going to become part of our trial balance and then financial statements. Okay, so cash book is same. So I'm going to show you something from the business perspective, the practical scenario of a business. So this is a typical purchase day book of any business. So see, so in a practical form, we also keep one column date, second column invoice, type, as per the circumstances, as per the type of a business. You can add any column, any detail as per your requirement, and then we add gross value and VAT value, and the purchases value will show the difference of the gross and the VAT. It will show the net value. So if I highlight on this row, 11th October 2022, we bought some things like there is petrol station, Rontech petrol station. So the amount we paid at the petrol station was 21.63. That is the total amount. This is called gross amount, and the VAT component on this amount, it will be shown on the invoice. If it is not shown in the invoice, we will calculate it as a trained and the qualified accountant. I will teach you the methodology to calculate VAT in our next lesson. So this amount is your VAT, and the amount that will come under the category. So what was the category of this business transaction? This business transaction was not a purchase, it was not a rent, it was not a utility bill, but it was fuel for your car or for your motorbike that you are using for the business purpose. So that comes under fuel column. We will name this category as fuel column. So correct recording and the classification of the transaction in daybook is very, very important. So now this total appear here is at the top. If I show you complete column, so across, so these transactions show the all transaction from past many months. Okay, so 2022 many months. So this column, then it will add, the total will go to ledger. So if we suppose do any mistake, then this ledger balance will be inaccurate. For trial balance, it will be definitely, then this mistake will carry forward to balance sheet and profit and loss, which will make financial statement not fulfilling the basic requirement, that is completeness and accuracy. So this is your day book in a journal life. So this business, it hasn't shown their sales, but it's very easy. They don't show the customer sometime, because the every day book, every business has got their own style of day book. So whatever amount they have earned, they will write here, and because if they are charging VAT to the customer, they will write VAT here, and under customer name they will write net. For example, if I look at the sale day book again, so if we sophisticate it, the ideal format is this one, where we always start everything with the invoice number and the date and the name or reference, or the name and reference of any code that we give to ledger. So we can categorize the ledger with the name, and as well as we will give them a short code. It could be numeric, it could be alphanumeric, anything as per the record keeping practice of the business. So this is a sale day book with all the columns. So total is gross, and in number 6 column this is sale tax, and number 7 column will show the net figure. So these are our day-to-day book of prime entries that we use. So these book of prime entries are used for several purposes. For a small scale business, we maintain purchase day book, and then we post the total figures to the ledgers and make profit and loss and balance sheet. For a VAT registered business, we use these day book first on quarterly basis. For every quarter we will total the taxes, this column. So we will do all the working like a normal normal processing of any invoice, but our VAT working will consider this column and this column for our VAT reports, and then it will look like this. So in July, the total side, so this total will go on the VAT return report. Okay, so this total will appear in purchases, sale total will appear here, and any difference will be due to HMRC or received to be HMRC. We are going to study the VAT in our next lecture, and then we are going to discuss all the formulas, and we are going to understand how this figure is calculated on a VAT return, and what is the meaning of this figure. Is this a receivable figure from HMRC, or is this a payable figure to HMRC? So a bank book looks like this in a normal day-to-day life of a business. This is a bank book. You can style it in any way, but look at the columns. They have categorized all the transaction here in the correct category. Heat and light, they have paid bill, they have bought something for Amazon, they have bought something for wages. Everything is done. So this is called your bank book in the normal business. So what we have studied today, we have studied day books. So day books are book of prime entries. It could be cash book, receipts and payments, sale day book, purchase day book, petty cash book, and journal. Other than journal book, everything is recorded in the form of columns and the rows. We made columns and we made certain rows, and we entered each piece of information on the right date and the right time, and as per the right value and as per the correct category in that day book. Okay, so they are book of prime entries that you can remember them, and there is a small picture for you if you want to just understand them in this way. And the syllabus and the study text that I'm going to follow for you for proper understanding at the professional level, so that you can study it, and later on if you are planning to give an exam, you can also prepare for a professional level exam and become a certified accountant. So the book I'm using is Recording Financial Transaction, and I am following the syllabus from Association of Chartered Certified Accountant UK Glasgow, and the title of the book is Maintaining Financial Records. So we call it FA2, and it is called Maintaining Financial Records. It will cover everything from simple day books to type of essay, double entry, trial balance, each and everything is covered. So day by day, we will cover each and every topic. We will discuss the detail, and in one class, we will discuss the detail, and in second class, we will solve the practice. My aim is to help you practice the practical side. For example, we have just studied that how does the purchase daybook look like, how do we create column and rows, and each column has a value. We enter all records and then we record, we make a total, we calculate the total on monthly basis. When a month is end, then we will total each column, and the total figure will go to respective accounting ledgers. So here is the question that we are going to solve in our next class. So before that, I will like you to go through the notes of FA2. If you can download FA2 book or buy FA2 book online, this is for ACCA syllabus, and this is a very I would say a thorough syllabus if you are studying any field of study, or if you are utilizing these classes for your business, where you are doing any job as an accountant or assistant accountant. So these classes are for your work as well as for your as well as they are for your exams, and you can repeat the video. You can note down, write down the questions, and if you want to ask the question, you can definitely contact me. Thank you.